Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Let me see if I can hear that there. Let me get a mic check before we get this thing started. I see all the green things going on, but I want to give me a mic check, 1 2 1 2, before we get this thing going. This is going to be the most explosive live stream of 2025 for gig drivers. I hope UberEats, DoorDash, Instacart, I hope any of the apps are going to be watching this. Let me see. Let me turn this up. Oh, let me see. Let me go in here. Let me see. Mic check. Mic check. All good. TFT said all good. All good. Thank you, TFT. This is also going to be an open link. After I go ahead and speak about everything, this is going to be an open link because I know as delivery drivers in the job that we have, some people may want to say something about this, and go ahead and voice yourself. So without further ado, right now, what I am going to do right now is, let me hit watching this. Okay. Yep. Let me go ahead and do this right now. Put this down here. I'm going to go ahead and hit mute right here on my mic. I'm going to start my pre-intro because people, we have a lot that we have to talk about. I have footage, live footage and everything. I'm going to break everything down on how it went. And I want everyone to know I tagged in the rideshare professor, Mike Drop BBQ, Pedro DoorDash Santiago. I tagged in DoorDash Diaries. I tagged in Kim Side Money Plans. I tagged in Gig Wars Official because Gary Middleton will watch because of that. I've tagged in some other people there. Go ahead and check out Real Talk with Roy. Tag my man on out. Tag him on out. They are all tagged people. This is going to be, and this is, without a shadow of a doubt, will be the most explosive interview, not even interview, information out there as us as gig drivers and the job that we do as being professionals. There is nothing that's going to top this in 2025. If you think you have something that is going to top this, I dare you. I dare you. I'll even say, even the stuff with the troll about my kids and my mom is not topping this. This is the biggest and the baddest of what we have going on. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, you will not be disappointed. And after I get everything done, you guys can click the link, or in the middle of me like showing my stuff, you can click the link and have your comments ready to say live because you are a driver. But without further ado, HotFacts is about to do what he do. I would like to also add that parental advisory is advised, graphic content, but you'll hear about that right now. Now, also, I don't know if some of these things are true or not, but from what everything is said, from what I will show and what the person admits out of his own mouth, you can take your own word for it. Don't take it from me. You listen to it and we will all decide. Do your thing. We all know that Real Talk with Roy was fired from someone for no reason. If this does not change anyone's minds and nothing happens, then we have a huge discrepancy in the gig community. Let's go ahead and get down to work.
Disclaimer. Please be aware that the following video may contain disturbing or inappropriate content and language that may not be suitable for all audiences, including children. The purpose of this video is to educate and inform parents and communities about the potential dangers that children may face online, and to provide insight on those who may cause these dangers. It's important to note that the individuals depicted in this video are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and should not be harassed or harmed based on their actions as depicted in this video. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
What up, Robert Reese? Robert Reese with Hot Facts. That's my man right there. Hey, he always be hitting us up with the news and the latest. And he keeps everybody informed about the gig industry, like all of the different gig tubers, everything that's going on with everybody. He's really up to speed on a lot of things. So if you don't want to channel hop a whole lot, just look at his channel for about, 10, 15 minutes, kind of look at a few of his videos, and all of a sudden, yep, you'll realize what everything was going on in the gig industry. He be on top of it, man.
Hey, Hot Facts with Robert Reese, man. This your boy Dash Bandicoot tapping in with you, brother. Hey, I'm right here on a break in my dash right now, getting busy, but I figured I'd tap in before I eat some grub real quick. But yo, man, I like your channel, like what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
That's why JB Gunner kind of blew off Cherry. Cherry's a partner, but he ain't making nothing. Not on this site. But he's still here, just like me. Now, Robert Reese, I don't know what's going on there. I can't play to it. I'm not going to play. I don't know what's going on there because I had never seen anybody pull up a known racist, have an adult conversation with known racist, hold his shit with a known racist. Keep us cool, have the conversation, let that known racist speak. We all heard every word JB Gunner said. Some of us lost respect, some of us gained respect. But one thing happened that night. You cannot tell me that Robert Reese does not have the game to fucking pull off the most epic interview I've ever seen. Or you've seen. Everybody else is playing. They did not play. And I thought that was refreshing. Unfortunately, we're kind of going down.
I'm about to keep this way real, all the way fully authentic. Let my man Cat Williams say something about it real quick.
You know how you know God made water, not science? Water is the only thing in the universe. You know the recipe, and you can't make none.
Say it one more time, Cat, for the people in the back.
For anything else, if you want to make it, you just need the recipe. And as soon as you get it, you can make you some. Not this, though. God made this. And we all know the recipe. H to the 2 to the O. If you put an H and an O together by yourself, you just have a hole. And you can leave a hole of water, but she ain't gonna make none.
A lot of people don't realize how great God is. He creates all. Most people don't even know that the Statue of Liberty is actually an image of Satan, Lucifer himself. Most people don't know that with all these wildfires and stuff that we have, why can't you make more water? God is good, God is great. Let him thank us for his plate. They teach you that in preschool. So why people don't understand that God is God, I don't know. But we know the devil is out there. They ask for money to help. They don't ask God. Look at the Statue of Liberty. Look at the chains on his feet. And there's an apple there. And it's in a big apple. They say, oh, it was given to us as a something from France in the history books. Well, Helios, and if you look at all the stuff around from when we were taught, look at who it is. Lucifer. That's why we got Hollywood. The Hollywood tree is what Merlin uses for his wand. Some people will wake up.
So we're gonna go there.
Some will. How many? I don't know. But why we ain't got enough water? Think about it.
Think about it. Why we ain't got enough water? I'm about to make y'all drink some of this water. Talked about the devil and Helios there. Helios is the devil. He comes at you in all type of ways. He came at me in some serious ways. We will hear. You will hear. You guys got a discretion advisory before this thing started. You will hear the word nigger coming from someone that is not me, but I'm gonna say it myself. You will hear the word nigger with the ER. You will hear some of the things that we should not be hearing and seeing. It's a shame. Catastrophe even. I'm going to give a little backstory. There is a video out there from a DoorDash driver / UberEats driver / someone that has to go out there and deliver to schools, office buildings, go into places where there's women and little kids. There was a video made, and it's on YouTube on 4 separate channels. And it made the individual that we will be speaking about leave YouTube for at least 4 to 5 months. When I got the video was at least 8 months to 9 months old, which means almost a whole year passed before I got the video, before I started my investigation. It was strange because the individual was showing me so much mad love, and I played it earlier, about how great I am about racism and racist. Here, take a look.
That's why JB Gunner kind of blew off Cherry. Cherry's a partner, but he ain't making nothing. Not on this site. But he's still here, just like me. Now, Robert Reese, I don't know what's going on there. I can't play to it. I'm not going to play. I don't know what's going on there because I had never seen anybody pull up a known racist have an adult conversation with known racist. Hold his shit with a known racist. Keep us cool. Have the conversation. Let the known racist speak. We all heard every word JB Gunner said. Some of us lost respect. Some of us gained respect. But one thing happened that night. You cannot tell me that Robert Reese does not have the game to fucking pull off the most epic interview I've ever seen. Or you've seen. Everybody else is playing. They did not play.
All right. So with that being said, that same gentleman that you saw giving me all those praise was a wolf in sheep's clothing. When I found the video almost a year later, I said that this video here doesn't seem like it's real. I realized I knew it was not the video pertaining to the people in the video because I remember who he was speaking to. I have the video here. Let me go ahead and show it to you guys. Now, I got this video from the people that created the video.
Yeah, dude. You like watching that dick go in that pussy? Like, fuck yeah, dude. Like the big titties whopping around? Fuck yeah, dude. So what is it about that you like the best? I like that big, hard dick just get in and out of that pussy. Not the little soft ones.
Now, you guys heard those words, right? He was followed by another community, and they said, this dude's a creep. We know he's a creep. And they made the video. You can look at it and see that, you know, the image of the girls there who may be over age because they're on YouTube. They're on a social media site. Unless they lied about their age to get on there. But I've seen that video on YouTube of them laughing about other things, and those are regular college kids who are like 19, 20 years old. Do your research, you guys. I found the video, and I was wondering why he mentioned that he had to leave because of he had issues with his family, his wife. His ex-wife had some issues with him before she passed and things like that because of his mouth. When I put the video up and shared it, I shared the video almost a year later. He said I created the video and I made him look like a pedophile. PDF is what, if you don't know that pedophile is with a P, I just put PDF because some of you guys don't know how to spell. You're not literate. He said that I made a video that made him look that way, but I am the only person that said, no, you were speaking about a specific individual because I was watching the live stream and it was a grown woman. I said, you are the only person creating the narrative that that's what you are. I've been standing by that from the jump. We will witness and see my findings. Oh, yes, we will. It's true. It's true, like Kurt Angle. He used this to go on when he said that we saw him pull off the most epic interview with the racists that we ever seen. I interviewed him 3 times before this. Nothing happened. He was speaking about someone else, but not himself, but he is the racist. He used that to call me the N-word about 1 million times. Let's take a look.
Torp here. I got a real bad taste in my mouth for Hot Facts with Robert Reese. You know, every time you make a fucking video, man, you lie about the shit that you fucking do. You ain't never made one fucking video in your life that has ever had anything to do with your own fucking shit in your mind. But what disturbed me the most wasn't the fact that you fucking lied your ass off to get to where you are, which is nowhere. What bothered me the most is that you use children to do it. Robert Reese uses children to get to where he is. You remember that video that he made about me? That fake fucking shit that he made about me? What did he do with that? He tried to boost his fucking channel up with that, didn't he? Hey, Robert Reese, you might want to leave the kids out of this shit, considering you got a couple. How about this, Robert Reese? How about the next time you make a fucking video, you make it about something that comes out of your fucking head that can change people's lives instead of making shit up about people's lives? You use children too much, Robert Reese. I've seen you do it. And you got a fucking family. It makes me sick to my fucking stomach that I gotta fucking talk to people like you. The only thing that's good about you is the fact that you think that you're relevant. That's why I'm here. I call out the bullshit like Robert Reese. Motherfucker, you use children to boost your channel. You a fucking... Dude, you know what that makes you? That makes you a fucking... You a trafficker, man. There was 2 little children in that video that you mocked up or at least approved of. And that wasn't on me. That was on you. That's your claim to fame? Children? Robert Reese. I'm tagging you in this. You used a fucking video. I got that shit saved. Everybody got receipts, right? You think I got mine? Robert Reese, you a disgusting little bastard. You're a cunt-sucking fucking nigger. That's what the fuck you are. You're a cunt-sucking fucking nigger. You're a faggot. You're a fucking asshole. Flag this motherfucker down, man. I'll take that hit. At least I kept it real. What the fuck have you done, Robert Reese? You ain't done a goddamn thing on this fucking site. On this fucking platform that we call YouTube. A motherfucker gonna be like me and get a fucking flag for calling out a fucking liar, a fucking bitch like you. It'd be my pleasure to take that hit. What have I got to lose? You got everything to lose. I ain't got shit to lose. But you used children, man. Let's not forget that, people. Robert Reese used children to make his fucking point. Children. He thought he was making something funny about me, but he forgets about the kids that were in that video. What about them kids, man? What if one of them kids gets cross-haired somewhere down the road? Their parents, their friends, they'd be like, Robert Reese, that's some nasty shit. I don't know how you forgive yourself. I don't know how your wife does. Fuck your wife, by the way. Fuck your wife. She supported that shit, said it was fake after the fact. Don't think I ever forgot about that. She said it was fake after the fact. I had to take the hit, that bullshit hit that you all fucking made up while you all fucking slaved out a couple fucking children on the internet. What does that make you, Robert Reese? What does that make you? I'll tell you what it makes you. It makes you a lying cunt. You a lying cunt nigger, Robert Reese. You are a nigger. I say this shit only when it's appropriate. Robert Reese is a nigger. He is black trash. The motherfucker that does that to you guys, ask me if you wouldn't call that motherfucker a nigger. Call me a racist. Hell, do it. Have your fun with it. But if he talked about you in that light, and he got your kids involved in that light, like he did his own fucking kids and his own fucking wife, would you feel bad about calling him a nigger? Robert Reese is a nigger. He's a fucking nigger. Motherfucker came at me like that and tried to get his channel boosted by putting me in a light like he did. Making it look like I did something like that. I will call Robert Reese a nigger for the rest of my life because Robert Reese is a nigger. A nigger is a black person that is trash. Garbage. I'd be called a honky. White trash if I did what Robert Reese did. And I'd have to accept that. I'd have to step in front of it. I'd have to fucking be that guy that said, yep, I said that about Robert Reese. But I never did. I would have never sunk to that fucking low. Robert Reese did to get views and clicks. That nigger needs to be called a fucking nigger. He's a cunt sucking faggot fucking nigger. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, I go away. I go fucking bye-bye. But let me ask you this. Had he said that about your family, had he said that about you, had you had a wife or children, and he put that video up about you, would you say I'm being too harsh on him? Am I being mean? Am I irrelevant? Do I got no game left? Am I the last motherfucker that's going to keep it real? While Robert Reese put up me spliced in with 2 people that had no business being around me because it was all fake. Those 2 people. Robert Reese actually exploited 2 children without thinking about the 2 children he exploited and put me in that to make it look like it was mine. Robert Reese, you a nigger faggot motherfucking cunt-sucking bastard. I'm going to go down in history like that, I promise you that. You all too worried about words. You never remember the facts. The facts hurt. The fact is, Robert Reese is a nigger cunt-sucking faggot fucker. I don't know how else to put this shit. Robert Reese lost his game when he lied about me. And he sucked it up. And, by the way, Serb, Scott Hall, and fucking that faggot fucking bitch over there that sucks too much cum. That fucking asshole. What the fuck is that guy's name? That motherfucker over there. It doesn't even fucking matter anymore. Y'all can go suck a dick. I didn't come here for this, but I'll show the fucking it the way that I see it. And the way I see it is, when you lie about a motherfucker to make your own channel look better, I don't know how these motherfuckers on YouTube see you as better. It makes me sick to my fucking stomach. The strange smell in the attic was always a lie. Robert Reese is the biggest fucking lie here. Always has been. And then he brings in all these other motherfuckers that believed in the shit that he did because those motherfuckers never backed it up as saying, that was a lie, it was bullshit. How can you exploit 2 children, Robert Reese? You exploited 2 children to make it look like I did something I didn't do. Robert Reese, I will fuck my channel to fuck you up. It's got no error in my life to do that. I will fuck you up for the rest of my YouTube existence to prove that you exploit children. You're willing to do that to get clicks and views. Service Scott Hall, you should be ashamed of yourself for hanging around with this asshole, this cunt-sucking faggot nigger. That's what he is. Every worst name in the book, that's what that cunt-sucking faggot fucking nigger is. Robert Reese is a fucking nigger. Yeah, there it is. What do you want to do now? You want to tell me something, Serb? What is this, Scott Hall? You got all these righteous fucking bastard ways in your mind? All this fucking funny shit on YouTube? Everything that you fucking say is going to stick because you say so? When are you going to call Robert out? Dude, he exploited children. Let's not forget that video was disgusting and foul, and it was fake as fuck. I'm going to sit here and ask anybody for forgiveness. Fuck everybody. I don't give a fuck about anybody. If you believe in that shit and you're worried about words, why in the fuck you here? Why in the fuck you give a fuck about what the fuck people say? If you know they're full of fucking shit, if you know they're full of hate, and they're going to change the world, if you believe in them, you're going to change the world, and we all burn in the flames. Alex, go fuck yourself. Alex, seriously, you supported this? Roy, you supported that? Not one of you motherfuckers' claim to fame has ever been keeping it real, and now I know why. You could have told that nigger, Robert Reese, to shut the fuck up and go fuck himself. Hell, Jada did it. Why can't you? You see some real bullshit, you don't call it out, but you like it when you're up at 3 in the morning getting stoned? Getting high? Laughing at fucking Lee because all of a sudden he makes you laugh? How about you got put on the fucking table like that? What would you do then? With 2 children being exploited. Because of Robert Reese, that nigger. Robert Reese is a nigger. Only black people make their name bad. Robert Reese completely destroyed himself. So don't look at me. Don't put me on the fucking table saying the word nigger. You guys are too weak. What about those 2 fucking kids? There was 2 children in that video. Nobody fucking worried about them? And you're going to worry about Robert Reese getting his feelings hurt. Is that right, Alex? Serb? Tommy boys? What am I supposed to fucking say? I'm going to defend it? Defend what? I wasn't in it. It was spliced together fucking IT shit. You go ahead. Tear it up, guys. Tell me to say nigger is the wrong word when it fits. You guys are the ones who can't wear your shoes. They don't fit, do they? Why don't they fit? Because you ain't keeping it real. Robert Reese exploited 2 children. Anybody going to bring that up on that side? You think I ain't mad? I got more to say. And if I push somebody's shit in, it's going to get worse. But Robert Reese, you a nigger. Nigger is white trash at its best day. We got white trash here too. Let's not forget, Robert Reese pushed in my shit by exploiting 2 young females. And I don't get to call him a nigger. Well then, fuck everybody. If nobody believes that, and nobody respects what I just said, you can all fuck yourselves. I'm in the wrong community. I can't say something and be called out for some stupid shit, but you don't believe Robert Reese. You're going to fucking back Robert Reese. Necro, what the fuck were you thinking? He exploited 2 girls. Can you imagine when those 2 little girls grow up and say, who the fuck was that guy? They don't even know who the fuck I was because that shit was made up. But you let that nigger do it? That makes you a nigger too, man. Let's stop calling each other. Well, if that guy's a liar, then that guy is too, because he fucking co-signed that lie. I'm going to call Necro a nigger for the first time. Because if Necro's going to back up Robert Reese, that makes Necro a nigger too. That makes Scott Hall a nigger, and that makes fucking the rotundant of the fucking ice cold lies himself. Fucking Service a nigger. Oh, you all want to throw around bad words, do you? You want to throw around bad words, but you can't back up the bad words? You can't handle the bad words yourself? I got bad words for you. Go fuck yourselves. Robert Reese is a nigger. Go call him a fucking nigger. He's a nigger. His wife should call him a nigger. His kids should call him a nigger. Can you imagine his kids finding out 20 years from now that he exploited 2 young children? And I'm the bad guy for saying nigger from a guy that's actually being a nigger. There it is. Niggers are bad people. Robert Reese is a nigger. Now you take that and take that all the way to the bank. You'll never want to hear from me again, but you'll never forget what the fuck I said. And maybe someday you'll wake up and see the truth of what it actually is. Not this bullshit that you're pussyfooting around. Well, he said this word, he said that word. I called Robert Reese a nigger on purpose. Because Robert Reese is a nigger. He's black trash. Anybody that exploits 2 young ladies is trash. I didn't do it. He did. He tried to put it on me because he can't handle the fact that his channel sucks so bad. He's got to rely on Scott Halls and fucking all the wildebeest of the goddamn planet to make his channel look good. Fuck you, people. Fuck you. Look up the word nigger and you'll see all the people that exploit children. Robert Reese is front row center. Now go do your business. I'll be in the background doing something else. Fuck all the people that back Robert Reese. The Scott Halls, the Serbs, the fucking, oh, I am the fucking hustler. Motherfucker, prove you guys. Prove you guys right. Somebody should have pushed in Robert Reese's shit, and since you guys couldn't do it, since you guys weren't man enough to do it, I did it. He said, yeah, but you said a racist term. Hell no. Hell no. I didn't say a racist term. I said a real term. Robert Reese is trash, and he's black. That makes him a nigger. He exploited 2 little girls. Wasn't me, it was him. Take that up the ass, Scott Hall. For everybody that agrees or disagrees, I give 2 shits anymore. The community that I'm in, I'm not that proud of right now. Prove me wrong, I'll be back if I get proud again. Watch these motherfuckers, they'll scratch your ass next. And they might exploit children to do it on your behalf. Take that shit to the bank. Torben.
All right. The reason why I had to play the full video is I normally play just a little bit. Turn it down. I play a little bit to let you guys hear, but if I don't play all of that and him trying to cover up his tracks by saying I used two little kids on something that I never put up, I'm going to have proof from him saying that Robert never made the video. It was Marty. Mr. Flex came to my defense unknowingly, unannounced, because he was mad at Torp and said that no, Reese didn't make the video. It came from the people over on Necro's channel. They made the video. I found the video almost a year after it was made. Do you guys understand that? That's when my investigation went all the way in to where I'm investigating this asshole. I've never heard anyone use that word so many times. Even on the video, he will never say that to any person in their face. Never. Which makes me think, is he doing this all for a show to try to get some views for himself? But whatever he just did, and I had to show the whole video, he's probably watching like now, like, damn, he actually had the whole video. Yeah, the whole video. I recorded the whole video. There's people out there that will see you in public and want to deal with you. I have nothing to do with that. Now, since we are delivery drivers and you speak like this, that means that people that are black who you deliver to, when you don't get a certain amount of tip, you probably scream things in your car, probably honk the horn, leave their gate open, and all type of shit because they're black. We can't be doing jobs if we have to be in there with the people. Multiple races, multiple ethnicities, demographics. That's what we signed up for. I wanted to show that to people to let you guys hear exactly what we are dealing with. Now, yesterday, I was taking a nap and something told me to wake up. And I woke up and I saw Real Talk with Roy was on live. I said, why is he on live again? And then I saw my phone flashing because I had it on Do Not Disturb. The phone was flashing up there. I said, what's going on? And I see that I missed a call twice. It was Roy. And Roy was on live. Roy called me during his live and then hit mute and went back to talk to me to let me know that he admitted. Now, the narrative that he put out there, that he said, Robert Reese, he didn't say nothing about the white guys from Australia. He didn't say nothing about them. He chose the black dude and said the black dude is making it seem like I'm a pedo, a Chester. I'm not putting that jacket on no one. Everyone knows. But I also said this, that if someone feels a certain way about something that was put up, and if it's supposedly not true, they wouldn't feel that way to have that certain thing inside of them to make them act in a certain way. Why would someone call someone the N-word that many times? Just think about it. Then he said that I was using two little kids. No one said nothing about those girls. He's the only one that said that they were little kids and the impact it has on those little kids. So wife got fired. He left. He also said during a live stream that, have you ever had your wife put a gun to your head? It's true. It's damn true. The things that comes out his mouth affects them, and they lose their jobs and everything. Now, I don't know why the current wife who's alive is with him, but maybe she feels the same way also because he says these things right in front of her. Maybe she's taking all the shots with him on the side and doing all the drugs with him. When he goes and all that shit, he's doing drugs. Everyone knows the sign of drugs especially when you live in the inner city, and especially when you go out to where they say the suburbs are, and the so-called wealthy white people are doing that same stuff because you see them in the hood and be like, damn, why you at this food spot? Why you down here where you're not supposed to be? They're buying the drugs. Maybe she does that stuff with him. Now, you heard him say, fuck your wife and all this other stuff. Maybe your wife is doing the drugs with you, and that's why she is with you. I do know that you disappeared from YouTube for at least 6 months after Marty and those guys put the video up on 4 separate channels, and you left YouTube. And you said that something happened that was so bad to me that I had to leave. That's when I really went in to dig in to do my research. You left because the other community was putting stuff out there against you. Remember, you talk about the KC Nunez and people that we don't know about, and they speak about the things that you have done to them and how they don't like you and everything. They know things about you, and they were threatening to put things out, and you had to leave. When you came back, when it settled down, you thought it was over. But the news channel will find out why you actually left. And I found the video. They also tagged the state police and everything in those videos. I never did that. It got so bad that the hatred towards me, the actual news channel of the gig community, you had channels like Mr. Flex. Before I struck his channel out, it wasn't Roy. Y'all clear that up. Let's make sure that's all the way there. And his new channel, I struck that one too. They had a guy by the name of Jada Driver who has now walked away from those guys because he said for a whole year I had to participate in the drama that they created, and I was doing actual shorts and videos that were funny, getting lots of views and getting subs. I told him that a long time ago. Why are you going to mess with all this stuff? Flex gave him a call. He did not answer. I told him, you see all the people that are going over and doing the hate. They're talking to these people and everything. And he said he's not going to be dealing with these people anymore. He's taking a break. It got to the point that that same gentleman, before this stuff happened, said, did you guys see what Reese did to Torp? And made him drink the Kool-Aid to be talking about it and like making videos about it. And I would confront him all the time, and he would never click the link to hear the truth. Now, when I start questioning him about what his friends are doing, he's not answering their calls, and he has to take a break. I wish you would have paid attention a whole lot earlier and sooner, and you would have not been saying, look at what Reese did to Torp. I never did nothing. Out of Mr. Flex's mouth, Reese never made the video. Out of Marty's mouth, out of Pork Monkey, out of everybody else who have seen the videos, Reese did not do that. He's just reporting on what is out there. I have actual footage of this guy saying that I never put the video up. It was someone else. And he put up something of what I used to be. What I used to be. He said I hurt little girls and put them in harm's way. He said I made it look like he was a pedophile. But he says on what he used to be. We got a big red flag, people. We do delivery work. We are around every business there is. We deliver to elementary schools, preschools, high schools, everything. If that is what he used to be, who says that he went and got help to control his urge? What if he goes and does a delivery and he gets the urge and he attacks someone while on delivery? UberEats, DoorDash, these platforms, I hope you are watching right now. We got people slipping between the cracks that are not illegal immigrants. We got people who are predators out there. Now, this could be a fake. It could be a fake. But let's listen to it. Now, you heard him call out specific people also when I played this whole video out. This link is wide open in case they have anything to say about this, because as delivery drivers, as men and women out there with kids, this is disturbing. It's shocking. His wife was in the background while he said this, and we saw no reaction. Now, I'm not saying, like people under the stairs, she may be involved with it, but if you don't say nothing, like, damn, why didn't she say, cut that off now? What the hell wrong with you? The women in the drama community, when my wife told me no, they cheered her. They have heard her interrupt me in my videos. If she can do it, why can't you? But without further ado, you are about to get the proof that clears me of making up anything and everything. And this man saying that what he used to be. I'm going to check Megan's Law. If he is not on the registry, because most people who have to register cannot do the job that we do. There's too much at risk, which means that he's never been caught, or he's probably paid some people off. Now, I'm not saying that's all the way true, but if you are not on the registry, they put your full name up there. If you are not on the registry, you have issues, and you've never sought help, because they make them go through classes, do everything, and register. And if you are not registered, and you will admit this, and I'm like, damn, don't this motherfucker got a lawyer or something that's going to tell him, like, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you even say that? You got problems, G. You put those kids in harm's way. You put your wife and the women in harm's way by the words you say. And before I play this, let's listen to those words again.
Yeah, I do. You like watching that dick go in that pussy? Like, fuck yeah, I do. Like the big titties whopping around? Fuck yeah, I do. So what is it about that you like the best? I like that big hard dick just get in and out of that pussy, not those little soft ones.
Okay, now let's play this guy clearing my name. And you will hear him stop saying nigger and use N-word, but he erased his video. But I got the full video. And you will hear him say, putting up something from what I used to be. Let's watch.
Robert, what's the deal with my guy, man? How you feeling, man? Hot Facts is my guy. Robert, what's up? Listen, my guy in the building. Salute, salute, salute.
This is KG Sports, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
What up, Robert Reese? Robert Reese with Hot Facts. That's my man right there. Hey, he always be hitting us up with the news and the latest. And he keeps everybody informed about the gig industry, like all of the different gig tubers, everything that's going on with everybody. He's really up to speed on a lot of things. So If you don't want to channel hop a whole lot, just look at his channel for about, 10, 15 minutes, kind of look at a few of his videos, and all of a sudden, yep, you'll realize what everything was going on in the gig industry. He'd be on top of it, man.
Let me get to the next point. Robert Reese did some of the nastiest shit to me that anybody can imagine. And what happened? I called him the N-word. It seems so convenient for you, Roy, that when you use the N-word, you wanted to apologize for it. I called him the N-word. Robert Reese got called the N-word. You motherfuckers, my boy, my guy. If I called Robert Reese the N-word, it was on purpose. My boy, my guy. If I called Robert Reese the N-word, it was on purpose. I won't apologize for that because the guy is trash. Robert Reese is fucking trash. He's garbage. I'll give you an example. Had Robert Reese called you, Real Talk with Roy, had Robert Reese called you, Real Talk with Roy, a pedo, and made a video. Well, actually, Robert Reese didn't make the video. That was Marty. And Robert Reese stole it. There's another fucking flag. But had Robert Reese made a video about Real Talk with Roy, making Real Talk with Roy look like a pedo, do you really think that Real Talk with Roy would support Robert Reese? Ass, come and get my ass. I'm tired of fucking with you. I tried to be nice. You don't want to be nice? You want to support Robert Reese? Let me ask you this. If Robert Reese had said about you what he had said about me, what he portrayed me out to be, would anybody support Robert Reese if he had said that about Real Talk with Roy? No, apologize. I didn't, because Real Talk that Robert Reese is the N-word. He is. He's a bastard. He's a lying fucking thief on the facts. He has no game. He never did. He's using fucking Real Talk with Roy to support his fucking agenda of lies and manipulation. As soon as you started supporting Robert Reese, I thought to myself, why would you support a guy that if he had said that Real Talk with Roy was a pedo, or acted like a pedo, or spliced a video about you about being a pedo, and let your mom see it, boy, and let any of your friends see it, would you have supported Robert Reese then? My guess is the fuck and or no. Yet I'm the bad guy for calling Robert Reese the N-word after he said I was a pedo or making me out to be a pedo. I'm about the truth. You're about hate. I'm about the truth. The truth stings, and that's why people get mad. They don't get mad. Reese, he can fucking jack off into his own corner. I give a fuck about that asshole. His channel doesn't have any relevance. It never did. We've all yelled about it. We've all screamed about it. But Robert Reese, I mean, honestly, you would think with like how many subscribers that he has, his channel would be more relevant, but god damn it, it's not. Black trash of YouTube. Anytime he says what he did about me, or makes me out to be what I was, I is the black trash of YouTube. Anytime he says what he did about me, or makes me out to be what I was, I always Robert Reese. I mean, honestly, you would think with like how many subscribers that he has, his channel would be more relevant, but god damn it, it's not. He is the black trash of YouTube. Anytime he says what he did about me, or makes me out to be what I was, I always wondered to myself, I'm about the truth. You're about hate. I'm about the truth. The truth stings, and that's why people get mad. They don't get mad.
All right, so you heard him say that no, Robert Reese did not make the video. It was Marty, who was a white guy. You also heard him stop using nigger and put N-word. You heard him still call me black trash, but then you still heard him say that he made it look like I was a pedo, and he put something up about what I was. So you were a pedophile. Out of your own mouth. Are you still? Is the question. No one knows of any help, rehab places that you have said that you've gone to. At least Jada Driver said he wanted to go get help and did rehab and everything. He admits that. He put up something about what I was. Can you be trusted around high schools doing deliveries? Can you be trusted around elementary schools? Can you be trusted around women, period? Now, we all watch him every live stream he does. He drinks and he smokes and he asks people to donate to his Puff Puff Pass Fund on CashApp and things like that. But people say when people drink and everything like that, they tell the truth when they are in full mode. So how is this not the truth coming from his own mouth? This is scary because you know my rule. When there's 1, there's 10. When there's 10, there's 100. When there's 100, there's 1,000. When there's 1,000, there's 10,000. We got delivery drivers all around the world. There's hundreds of thousands to 1 million and something drivers in the United States. 2 million drivers here. There's millions of drivers across the world. We have countries that are red, white, and blue. Britain and Australia and all these countries that are red, white, and blue speak English just like us. They have people that are doing the same thing there. We got people in Vietnam and other countries where they get away with a lot of shit. Even in the Middle East, you can't do that shit in Dubai, though. They'll fuck you up. But we got people around the whole world. And in the United States, we have a lot of people doing deliveries. I would feel unsafe as someone watching and seeing that this guy actually does delivery work, speaks the way he does, and then says who he was. It's not like you were a reformed gang member. You were a gang member committing crimes and you don't do that anymore. You actually go and you're a mentor and you help. You're a counselor. You help them get the tattoos removed off their arms and everything else. That's not what you're talking about. You're upset because something triggered you and you said because of who I was. But you're not on the registry because they would have checked you on Checker and said that you are not fit to do this job. Which means that you were operating below the radar to do exactly what you wanted to do. Now, who knows what parents out there and what kids, on how you said you don't know what you did to those kids. I think these are doors opening up because you don't know what you did to those kids or children or women out there that you preyed on. Now, could this be a whole stunt? I don't think so, because we've heard everything come out of his mouth. and then him say that it wasn't you that actually did it. So you could have been triggered by, and maybe you've received a letter. Maybe you've ran into someone that you're like, oh snap, you are that person, and they said something to you. And maybe you avoid certain places because those people are there and they are afraid to call the police because no one will believe them because it's been so long ago. But we don't need these type of people handling our material. What if he's someone that gets mad and ejaculates on someone's food? I'm going to ejaculate all over my hand and wipe my hands all over your shit. What if he's someone like that also? We don't know if he's saying that he exposed himself, like flashing people and all that stuff on either. We don't know any of that. But what we do know is that he said a video was shared about who he used to be. You got to think about that. That's why I tagged all these prominent gig content creators who watch me in the video. You got to think about some of this stuff. There could be drivers in his area that actually hate watch or watch my stuff, and they're like, nah, man, we can't tolerate this. And he has to deal with that wherever he lives. We can't have people out there doing this. He told on himself, y'all. How many of you guys are going to back him up and say, no, that's not true? That's not true. It's kind of like how I explained everything with this gentleman that has said terrible things, and I just erased him completely and deleted everything. I'm not involved with this dude. People are saying, well, since I've never seen it, it's not true. Anything you say about you and your history, no one believes. That's what you're saying. But when there's a history and people speak about it, and the one main individual who opens up his own mouth and says who he used to be, how do we know that's who he used to be? He's not even on the registry. That means he's had no help to control his urges. Maybe he says, I'm Catholic when I want to be, and I go to a confessional. Hey, Father, I am here to confess my sins. I have messed with little girls. You're going into a confessional with people that mess with little boys. I mean, he's Italian. Catholicism. You go confess your sins to people that mess with little boys? Now, we don't know if you confess to that. If it was little boys or girls, we don't know. But we know that you were upset. Now, this is an open link for anyone that might feel a certain way. A discussion needs to be had about delivery drivers and how they feel if someone says something like this. If no one wants to click a link and speak about it, You guys are all weird. You guys are all weird. Because if the hatred about hot facts is so out there because I show and prove everything that I have, you guys are just the ultimate haters, and you guys will allow someone in your family to get hit by a guy like this. My man called out a bunch of people. And said, F all you guys if you support Robert Reese. Well, I'm never going to stop doing what I do. I'm never going to stop giving the news. And I'm never going to stop giving the truth. I'm the most hated man in the gig community because I stepped into a space that no one said I want to do. I've been hated from day one. I've been talked about by everybody 10 million times fold. It happens every day. It happens every day. I want you guys to think about this. All of the times that this gentleman was in your chats and on your panels, on your screens, because he was like, F Robert Reese and all this, and you guys were like, yeah, you're cool and everything, you're cool. We don't believe him, we don't believe him, and then they hear it out of your own mouth. Imagine how you guys feel right now. You feel like idiots. You were backing this up. I feel like an idiot. Because when they were talking about digging up his deceased mom and digging up his deceased wife and effing them right in front of them, and the lounge was allowing it and everything, and I went to bat for someone I did not know because I was like, that's fucked up. You don't do that shit. People's relatives, wife, they've passed away. I stood up for the dude. I feel like a dumbass. That's why I love the fact that I've been doing this research and this investigation. James Soratelli, if this is true, I will be typing your name up in Megan's Law. If you appear in Megan's Law, I will be contacting the apps that you deliver for. This is not a threat, it is a promise. If you have to register in certain cities only, not nationally, I will look up all the cities around where you live. I will type those up and type up your name. And I will see. And that information will be put to where it has to go. I tell you guys, I am for the people, by the people. The official news channel of the gig economy stands by what he says. And I will not let anyone, they say, accidentally get molested, assaulted, or have something bad happen, do flashes them, or what? What? All you women out there that talk all that trash about hot facts, imagine you guys have a kid that's now doing delivery work. You have a kid inside an office building in a high school, and you know that there's people out there like that doing the job. You guys will call and get someone fired from a pizza place, making sure you get extra hot, thin crust, extra pepperoni, extra cheese, and all that stuff. You'll make sure that they get fired. But someone out there doing the most ridiculous shit that is a complete crime, In other countries, they would have chopped his head off, chopped his ding-a-ling off, put him in slavery, or did something to his family. You guys got to think about that. What is justice? The first thing in justice is getting the information out. And that's what we are doing right now. We are making sure that we get the information out. And it came from the horse's mouth. Now, once again, I'm going to play this really quick so that you guys know what's going on.
Disclaimer. Please be aware that the following video may contain disturbing or inappropriate content and language that may not be suitable for all audiences, including children. The purpose of this video is to educate and inform parents and communities about the potential dangers that children may face online, and to provide insight on those who may cause these dangers. It's important to note that the individuals depicted in this video are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and should not be harassed or harmed based on their actions as depicted in this video. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
All right. Now that you guys know how we are operating here, we know what it is. We know what it is. You got anything to say about this? No? You don't have anything to say? All right. You don't have anything to say. A lot of you guys don't have anything to say, and it's a shame, because if someone says something stupid, like, oh, I don't like your hair, I don't like your shoes, you guys will say something real quick.
He's a racist and a predator.
It came straight from the horse's mouth himself about who he was. You guys go do some research on yourself and figure out why you can go on a live stream, click a link, and talk about stupid shit that don't make sense. But when someone says click a link about something that has to do with your job and your peers, about safety. Port Monkey wants to see the confession. Port Monkey. I'll play it again for you. I'll play it again for you. Port Monkey, watch this. Watch this whole video. Watch this.
Robert, what's the deal, my guy, man? How you feeling, man? HotFacts is my guy. Robert, what's up? Listen, my guy in the building. Salute, salute, salute.
Hey, this is KG Sports, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
What up, Robert Reese? Robert Reese with Hot Facts. That's my man right there. Hey, he always be hitting us up with the news and the latest. And he keeps everybody informed about the gig industry, like all of the different gig tubers, everything that's going on with everybody. He's really up to speed on a lot of things. So if you don't want to channel hop a whole lot, just look at his channel for about 10, 15 minutes, kind of look at a few of his videos, and all of a sudden, yep, you'll realize what everything was going on in the gig industry. He be on top of it, man.
Let me get to the next point. Robert Reese did some of the nastiest shit to me that anybody can imagine. And what happened? I called him the N-word. It seems so convenient for you, Roy, that when you use the N-word, you wanted to apologize for it. I called him the N-word. Robert Reese got called the N-word. You motherfuckers, my boy, my guy. If I called Robert Reese the N-word, it was on purpose. My boy, my guy. If I called Robert Reese the N-word, it was on purpose. I won't apologize for that because the guy is trash. Robert Reese is fucking trash. He's garbage. I'll give you an example. Had Robert Reese called you, Real Talk with Roy, had Robert Reese called you, Real Talk with Roy, a pedo and made a video. Well, actually, Robert Reese didn't make the video. That was Marty. And Robert Reese stole it. There's another fucking flag. But had Robert Reese made a video about Real Talk with Roy, making Real Talk with Roy look like a pedo, do you really think that Real Talk with Roy would support Robert Reese? Ass, come and get my ass. I'm tired of fucking with you. I tried to be nice. You don't want to be nice? You want to support Robert Reese? Let me ask you this. If Robert Reese had said about you what he had said about me, what he portrayed me out to be, would anybody support Robert Reese if he had said that about Real Talk with Roy? No, I apologize. I didn't, because Real Talk that Robert Reese is the M-word. He is. He's a bastard. He's a lying fucking thief on the facts. He has no game. He never did. He's using fucking Real Talk with Roy to support his fucking agenda of lies and manipulation. As soon as you started supporting Robert Reese, I thought to myself, why would you support a guy that if he had said that Real Talk with Roy was a pedo, or acted like a pedo, or spliced a video about you about being a pedo, and let your mom see it, boy, and let any of your friends see it, would you have supported Robert Reese then? My guess is the fuck and or no. Yet I'm the bad guy for calling Robert Reese the N-word after he said I was a pedo or making me out to be a pedo. I'm about the truth. You're about hate. I'm about the truth. The truth stings, and that's why people get mad. They don't get mad. Reese, he can fucking jack off into his own corner. I give a fuck about that asshole. His channel doesn't have any relevance. It never did. We've all yelled about it. We've all screamed about it. But Robert Reese, I mean, honestly, you would think with like how many subscribers that he has, his channel would be more relevant, but god damn it, it's not. Black trash of YouTube. Anytime he says what he did about me, or makes me out to be what I was, I is the black trash of YouTube. Anytime he says what he did about me, or makes me out to be what I was, I was Robert Reese. I mean, honestly, you would think with like how many subscribers that he has, his channel would be more relevant, but god damn it, it's not. He is the black trash of YouTube. Anytime he says what he did about me, or makes me out to be what I was, I always wondered to myself, I'm about the truth. You're about hate. I'm about the truth. The truth stings, and that's why people get mad. They don't get mad.
All right, Port Monkey, did you hear it? Put out a video about who I was. Port Monkey, did you hear? Did you hear him say it? I slowed it down for you and everything. I slowed it down so you can hear. Slowed it down. You also heard him say I never made a video. So someone made a video about and made him feel a certain way. We got to guess. Let's see. It's Port Monkey. Now, let's see what he has to say.
Howdy, Robert Reese. How are you?
Port Monkey, I'm doing great, and I'll tell you this. This is the first time I have no feud with you, and I'm not about to argue it with you. I just wanted you to just hear exactly what he said out of his own mouth.
Well, yeah, like, you know, your thumbnail says is Torp a pedophile. Do you think that video is a confession of him being a pedophile?
I think the video clearly illustrates and shows that he said put a video up of who I was. He says the video makes him seem to be a pedophile. And he
Bro,
also
that's a
said,
stretch, man. That is a
no,
stretch, Robert
no,
Reese. That is a
no,
stretch.
no. He also said that I myself, I used children and two little girls, and I did that to make him seem a certain way. So that's not a stretch. But for
Wait, they
him,
don't relate to each other. No, I'm not saying
now,
what he did was right.
yeah, no. But what I'm saying is this also. For him to have to leave YouTube for 6 months, for him to claim and say out of his own mouth that because of that, his wife held a gun to his head, means that there was some
Wow, I haven't
argument
seen
that went
those.
on.
Yeah, but
Yes, he said
Torb
it.
just talks shit, man. What, like, you're the news. Why haven't you looked up Megan's Law yet?
Well, here's the thing. I'm looking
You
everything
probably
up,
have.
but no, but you cannot be on Megan's Law and still have to register for certain cities. So I have to now go look up cities around where he lives to see if he is registered there. But when you sign up to do this job that we do, they cannot hire you. You will get rejected on your background check because of safety issues and things like that, which makes me think that he possibly has never been caught, and the videos and everything with him speaking out just randomly and doing what he does, he's giving us a little bit all the time. And then yesterday he made the ultimate mistake by saying that who he was, videos about
Who he
who he
was doesn't
was.
mean shit. That doesn't, like, that's not. Look. The only
Oh,
way you're going to catch him then is I think we need a decoy. I think we need to get you an address, Robert Reese, and we need to lure him in to a trap. You could be the little girl.
nah. I like the humor aspect that you put into this. That's not a what you propose there is actually not a bad idea for someone that who, you know, sting operations. They do these sting operations to catch these people. And but for someone, all right, put it like this. I went to school and there was a guy by the name of Felton, and he preyed on the high school girls, and he was like 27 years old. And he would come, drive around in his car and pick up the young sophomores and everything and do all this stuff with them. And he thought he was so cool. Until my brother went to the jail. My brother went to jail for like a week and saw him in the other clothing and in the lockup with all the pedophiles. Dude got
Jesus.
caught. This dude right here is someone that I think that by his temperament and what he puts out there, that he's probably never been caught, or I said earlier in the video, maybe he's ran across someone that he recognizes and is bringing back flashbacks. We don't know about any of that. But for someone to sit in front of a camera and let it out like that, there's an issue there, because there is no way
No, he
I
didn't
can
let
tell
anything
that.
out. The only thing he confessed was to calling you a nigger. That's all he confessed to.
Okay, all right, so all right, you just did it. He's out of here. He used that because he's a troll, to go ahead and do that. He's from Australia, so he feels like putting an AR at the end. No, they treat the Aborigines because the Aborigines are just like us. No, he confessed. That was a confession. If he said that in a court of law or with an attorney would have said, "Come on, G. Come on, G." Now that person, Port Monkey, is part of the people that put the video up, him and Marty. He confessed about saying the N-word, but him saying, putting a video up or sharing a video about who he used to be is not a confession. Come on now. Come on now. Normally, people, I go at Marty's head. I didn't go at his head. I didn't go at his head. But he's out of here. He's out of here. Remember when I told you guys the white guys from Australia and everything? Who do you think just clicked the link? From down under, mate. Put another shrimp on the barbie. Crikey. Crikey. Crikey, he must not be alive, mate. Crikey. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I think it's funny that now we're going to see people actually defend this guy for admitting what he used to be. If I said I used to sell crack and I don't sell it no more, and I'm not a drug dealer anymore, I don't do that, I preach against it, you guys will be like, yeah, he talks about how he used to sell crack and drugs and he don't do it anymore. He confessed about it, about who he used to be. You meet guys that say, man, I used to be a womanizer, man. I used to try to go out there and just do everything. I'm not like that. I'm all about family and I'm family oriented. I'm not the person I used to be. You know, when you go to the parole hearing, they tell you and they ask you, how have you been reformed and changed so that you are not the way you used to be? And you have to tell them on how you are not the way that you used to be and why you would like a second chance. And then they let you out to be part of the society again. When someone says videos of how I used to be, that's a confession. That's a confession. I think y'all mad because a black dude is busting it out and y'all ain't got the guts to go out there and say it. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. You got to be real about this situation, and you got to be real about the things that come out of your mouth. You know, when the police say, when they read you your Miranda rights, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you can say will be used against you in a court of law. If you do not have an attorney and can afford one, one will be granted to you. You have the ability to answer questions and stop at any time if you feel you need an attorney present with you. You have a First Amendment right of free speech. You got the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. If this guy says, I'm not going to remain silent, I'm going to speak, why are we not going to use anything he says against him in our court of law? I don't think you guys understand the consequences of someone saying this online on YouTube, which is a public open platform. There's a reason why he cannot be monetized. And I don't think you guys understand what really goes on. I think you guys watch like police videos and stuff, but you guys don't even understand like the real law and what's going on. You guys don't understand what's incriminating. Slap the 13th Amendment, all that stuff right there. Slap the 13th Amendment out. This has nothing to do with the 13th Amendment. It has nothing to do with the 13th Amendment, man. Nothing at all. My man did not remain silent. He went out there and used free speech on a platform to where he is not monetized, to where he said, I can speak freely and do what I want to do. He was not coerced. There was nothing going in there to make him do this. He did that by himself, willingly. He was not bribed. We didn't see his wife rubbing his back or doing anything like that. Well, say this. We didn't see any of that. No mob. There's no mob saying, oh, yeah, you do this or we're going to kill you. There's none of that. There's none of that stuff. The only thing we have right there was he used his free speech on what he says he can use. That's why he says nigger and everything else. And he did not want to remain silent. So anything you say can and will be used against you. Especially if they ain't even got to ask you, you just say it yourself. America's dumbest criminals. Dude just walked himself right into what? Ain't no trap. No one trapped him. No one did any of that. There was no illegal searches. No one went into his home and took over and illegally took up residency as with the military and the police. No one did any of that stuff, man. No one did any of that stuff. No one did any of that stuff. You don't make any sense. Go talk about the 13th Amendment. You know, go ahead and type up the 13th Amendment right now so we can go over the 13th Amendment. Ain't no one. Come, watch this. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. 13th Amendment in the Constitution. Watch this, y'all. This has nothing to do with anything. Abolish slavery and involuntary servitude in the United States, except as punishment for a crime. Okay, so did his wife enslave him? Come on now. That's why I said, didn't no one force him? That's why I said all that. Didn't no one force him? Didn't no one say you got to do this? We're bribing you. We go kill you. Didn't no one do any of that? No, she was home. She's in the video. She's walking back and forth. Go talk about the 13th Amendment when it has nothing to do with that. So who put him in slavery? When they took slavery out, who put him back into slavery to say that? That's why I said, come on, G. JB Gunner, you gotta say something else better than that, G. You gotta say something better than that. I didn't whoop your ass plenty of times. You gotta say something better than that. That was just stupid. I just wanted everyone to hear how stupid it was. You guys forget I'm a First Amendment auditor also. You guys forget that. I'm an amendment auditor. I do that also. This guy just made himself look like the biggest racist and Chester out there. And he does delivery work where he's in front of kids, children, women, in public places constantly. And we see him talk nasty and uses all these words and everything against people consistently. Is that how he controls his urges? By saying all the nasty shit he wants to do? Who's to say he's not acting out on all this shit? We don't even know if he likes animals, bestiality. We don't even know about that. They gonna say, "Oh, Reese, you said you have sex in the same room with your dogs." If they in the living room, if they happen to be in the bathroom, they happen to be anywhere where I can get it in, and they just sitting in there, I'm not gonna stop. Come on now. As gig drivers and delivery workers, this is where you should unite and speak about something. Remember when Uber driver Phoenix, Uber Lyft Phoenix, what was his name? When he was marking that the restaurant was closed and everything, and he got deactivated, that was a big thing, and all you guys were like, "Oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that." He said exactly what he was doing. He said, "Well, I think it's closed, so I'm gonna market that." This dude said what I used to be. How is that any they're different? My man does delivery work too. My man is out there as a prowler. He's a prowler. Don't fuck with me about this shit. Y'all want to talk about dumbass shit, stupid ass shit. You said your car has 6 pistons and it don't. Hey Reese, why do you go and talk to people and you do great customer service? People don't tip like that. Well, when I show you guys in part of my 4,000 videos, yes they do. Yes they do. They do that. Damian Blaze said something about your kid, and I said everything yesterday. Well, if I just came in and I didn't know about this stuff, I don't believe it's true. Dumbass. You guys can be those people right there. But all I'm saying is this. You guys watch who you got up there on your panels and everything. I'm about to check the cities that he lives around and check them out to see if he has to register for those individual cities. And you know how they say you don't play with the man's family, his wife, his kids, or his mom. You know how they say that, hey, you don't play fight, you don't play boxing, you don't play rape, you don't play molestation, you don't play pedophilia. There's certain things you just don't do. And if you want what comes to you because of that, then it's going to come to you. With all that being said, y'all, I got to play this thing one more time just to let y'all know.
Disclaimer. Please be aware that the following video may contain disturbing or inappropriate content and language that may not be suitable for all audiences, including children. The purpose of this video is to educate and inform parents and communities about the potential dangers that children may face online, and to provide insight on those who may cause these dangers. It's important to note that the individuals depicted in this video are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and should not be harassed or harmed based on their actions as depicted in this video. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.